Hey Sophia, this is your lesson for this week. Hope everything's going alright, and hope you had a great week. What I want to talk about today is just some picking stuff. We've been spending a lot of time with some finger picking exercises and working through some of the pieces, but I know that there's a part in the song that we'll get working on that we're just starting to use that pick again. So what I want to talk about is, if we remember when we're talking about the part in the piece, right? It's like we're taking some of the basic open chords you can do. Hopefully you can see this. I can play an open C chord here. And the part of the piece is what we're doing is, with our picking hand, is we're getting across the strings, taking these like chords and then playing them note by note, kind of breaking them apart. So what we can do is just talk about a couple different ways that we can go through some different picking exercises that can really help us get across the strings in a couple different ways. So for that, what I would do, what I'm going to do is we're going to go over this stair step kind of exercise here, where I'm going to go 5, 5th fret on the 6th string, and then 6, 7, 8, and we're going to change the string every single time. I'm just doing that for an example. This works for everything else that we're talking about. So just some different picking techniques what we can do. I like to call the first one just directional picking, for example. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my picking hand, and if I'm going in this direction, going down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick every single thing down. Or if we're going up, for example, I'm going 5, 6, 7, 8, going that way, I can pick everything going up. That works for certain things, but it definitely doesn't give us all the versatility that we need maybe sometimes. So another way that we can do is some people will call it economy picking, for example. So what we can do is go do a similar kind of thing where we're going down, 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 but when we hit that last down, we're going to go in an up direction, because what we're going to do is go back up to the next string. So it's going to kind of follow the way that we're picking. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And if we're going the other way, we'd reverse it. So we'd go up, 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 down. And what we're doing that down for at the end there is because it gets us ready to go back up to this string again. Up, 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 down, up, 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 down. So that's another great way we can really start getting across using some of these chord changes. So even if I keep that C here, I hope you can see that in the video. I can just go down, down, down. So I went down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. So that kind of thing works. It works really, really well to get across the strings. Another couple of different ways that we've talked about a little bit briefly is alternate picking, which is what we're quite familiar with, but we can do that on some of these exercises as well. So I can take that stair step exercise and go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's a great way. So it would work if we played the C chord again. So I went down, up, down, up, down, up, or up, down, which I could do for the alternate or the stair step exercise as well. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That one I did reverse thing. Up, down, up, down. Anyway. And then finally what we can do is this one is maybe a little bit less practical in our situation right now, but it can be good to use later on. It's something we call like sweep picking or raking, sometimes we'll call it. So what we're going to do is our picking hand, similar to what we did first there, which was directional picking. It's similar to that, but instead of having to pick every single note going pick, 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 what we can do is we can go across the strings in one motion. Kind of like a strum, but really slow. And you can see this in the video here. So what I'm not doing is I'm not picking, 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 and going, letting my pick go across the strings. And it can work the other way. Right? Kind of just a fun way to start getting across the strings in a different way. Anyway, I hope this is helpful for some of the exercises that we're doing on the piece we're working on. It can help us get across some of these arpeggios of our chord changes a little bit better. So take a look at that, and I'll see you next week. Have a great week.